Hey everyone, welcome to Breakout Wednesday for the 19th of March, 2:25. It's currently about 9:30 p.m. on the West Coast after midnight on the East Coast. A bit late, obviously. First of all, remember, it's an financial fast. This is not financial fast. This is, it's a simply video blog and how one trader sees the market, and everyone needs to take responsibility for their own decisions. All right. This correction is still underway. Okay, let's see how it plays out. But just if you block it all out and just focus, there's still some money to be made. All right. So I entered this week YUMC that I posted on the forum about, and someone else did as well. Okay, this is this Asian stock. Asian sector is the hottest sector right now. This one we traded last year, remember? It was one of my best trades from 2024. And then it just had this explosive thing. I sold it here a bit too early, then I sold the rest up here, I think, and then it's just been basing sideways ever since. And this is a great base, really is, like just this creeping VCP up on this right hand side, tightening. It's in the best sector. It's just massive resistance, blue sky above it, heaps of weight of room. Yeah, there's a bit of overhead supply, but this is back from 2023. You know, it's coming up to 2 years ago. You know, will the memory have faded by then for these people that have been holding? Yeah, 2 years isn't that long, I guess, but, you know, it did fight through this overhead supply pretty easily. So we'll see, but I am in YUMC again, all right, and we'll see how that plays out. Showing huge relative strength compared to the rest of the market. I'm still in my CHKP, which I'm using the bottom of the box here as a stop. Okay, I'm trading at traditional. Sometimes I like doing that, you know, like if I feel the market's choppy, I feel like my tight stop loss rules work super well when I've just got a killer bull market, you know, and when we're in that sort of market where it's breakout city and things are breaking out and never looking back, then I'm really aggressive and I put those stops really tight, and it's just I don't accept any weakness. It's like, you know, break out and go for it, otherwise I cut you, you know. But it's just when it's a kind of a shit market, like, you know, like this one, not as good obviously with the correction going on, you know, I just feel that if my stop's that tight, I'm going to get chopped every single day of the week, and that's what, you know, there's no point even trading. So it's better to, I think, and the way I did it on this one, I think, you know, my preference in the shit market is to use much smaller positions and have a wider stop so that you let in that natural chop kind of just do its thing. Anyway, we'll see how that plays out. I thought I was going to get stopped out on this guy, but then she rallied, and, you know, we'll see. Right, I'm going to be patient on it, and I'll check back in next week or whatever. It's time for me to commit to Fletcher. All right, talked about it for a few times now on Breakout Wednesday, and it's time to me to commit on this one. It's gone sideways enough. It's had flush outs. It's above its 21 exponential moving average. It's got a relative strength, I think, of 87. I don't have the relative strength right up now. Let's just put it up. I was looking at it earlier. I believe it's in the 80s, high 80s, 87. There you go. I was paying attention. And that's pretty good for a stock that hasn't even broken out of its base yet, all right? It's like if you look at A2M, right? It's had a huge run, and its relative strength is going to be 99, I bet you, right? Like if we look at its relative strength, where is it? You know, I bet you it's like 99, right? So 98, okay, I'm wrong there, but yeah, 98, 99, whatever. And so that's fine, but, you know, Fletcher hasn't even broken out of its damn base yet, right? And so that's, to me, it's just telling, and it's just this big base flushing, and this market correction has been dumping where all odds are down here, right, well below the 200s moving averages, whereas actually let's have a look at that. Yeah, 200s up here, bang, like it's really undershot it, whereas Fletcher hasn't. The relative strength is so clear, and it's in that New Zealand property space that like got hammered, and maybe it's turning up again, right? And it's construction space and property space, blah blah blah, right? So there we go. Fletcher build-in. I am committing to a trade in that on a break of the Darvis box, okay? And I'm going to trade it traditional Darvis style. My stop will be nice and wide at below the 2.85. Okay, I'm going to put a buy stop at 3.12. I'm going to just chill the hell out. I'm not going to look at the ticks. I do not need live data or live charts or any of that stupid shit that everyone's looking at. That's not going to help me make money on this, right? I think my edge is not looking at that stuff when I've got a position trade going on, just like Davis did. He was asleep, right, when the markets were open. And that tends to be, if you want to stick with something for many months, I just don't get why you need to look at the ticks every day. I think, you're just going to do your dough, and most people, anyway, ran over, guys. Now, I know Craig's been chatting about EML on the forum. Where is it? Yeah, here we go, Craig. 100% right. Like, what did he find here? He found that there was someone who bought a shitload of, where is it? He spelled it out for me. I'm just being a bit special here. Where is it? Yeah, director. Oh, it's in the heading. I'm looking for it down here. He just put it up here. Like, what a dumbass I am. Hey, EML director just bought 3 mil, like Anthony Hines. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it, just to peg 3 mil down on your company. Yeah, good on him, right? It's not just 3 mil. He bought this other shit too. Like, bang, bang. So that's the best part of 4 mil right there. Yeah, I mean, that's he's obviously got some belief in this, but looking at technically, obviously cup and handle. Let's have a look on a long-term chart. I mean, I remember when this thing was back up here. Yeah, shit. It's really got hammered, hasn't it? And now it's been basing for a long time. Moving average is set in, cup and handle. Yep. All right. So EML. That should build in EML are the two key ones for me, and that is really it, to be honest, on ASX. I don't really need too many more trades right now. They're the two I'm looking at. And there's some other stuff on the overseas markets. So I'm already in YUMC. I like this little ATRO one. I'm watching it just to see if it can tighten. Just coming up in Davis scans, right? This wasn't takeover. This was earnings. Okay, an earnings surprise, which is nice. I love these. Like, I know some traders don't like them, but I love when you have all these inside candles inside this one bar, especially when these bars, like all these candles, kind of don't even trace 50% of this bar. Like, if you look, like 50% of that bar is probably like here, and they don't even do that. I mean, it's just such strength here in this stock. Absolute crazy desperation to buy it, and then just people refusing to sell it, That's what I want. The question is the basis long enough now? Because when these only give you 3 or 4, 5 or 6 days, they kind of often fake up and then bang and crash quickly. But if they just tighten, it's like a bit of an art to it. It's like a Mark Minervini power play sort of setup. But and my guideline, I talked about it before, and I think it's different to Minervini, but it's like 10 days. Like, when I count 10 days out, and then my order, I just close my eyes and I just put my damn order in. And it's just my rule. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I got 9 days. So it's like, it just works for me. I've showed so many of these over the years, and the track record's pretty awesome on them. The key thing is obviously just desperation to get in on big news, and just not retracing, retracing less than 50% of that candle, and then just volume drying up a little bit. Okay. And all right, so that's that. I'll report back on that next week or the week after or whatever, once it plays out. My stop's going below this congestion, and I'm going for 2 to 1 to 3 to 1 up here. Okay, that's how I do it. And OKTA Octa, this is just starting to form a Davis, just showing big relative strength here. Big news came out, had a nice run. It's forming this Davis, but that needs longer. But it's just there's strength out there, guys. Like, there is, yes, the market's been hammered, but there's still stuff working. And I could be hunting for shorts and like taking shorts and blah blah blah, and maybe that would be smart to be doing too. But I just like planning. I'm better at looking for strength. I'm better at looking for those stocks that are holding up in a shit market. Because when the market turns, I'm usually set. I'm usually already got positions in the best stocks. And then when everyone else is starting to, realize the market's strong again and they're all starting to buy, I'm already long like all the best names. and I just chill the hell out and then turn my computer off and go and enjoy my life, and you know, and everything just rallies for me. So it's just how I do it. Works for me. Hope that helps. Yeah, it's a bit late. Apologise, but that's life, hey. These days. I'll catch you next week. Cheers.